Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zodizach, host of the Average Fellas podcast. Don't forget to drop by the website, www.averagefellas.com, for your specialty craft roast coffee. That's right, craft roasted coffee with notes of honey, fig, and tobacco. This stuff is perfecto. This stuff is amazing. It's primo stuff, guys. Anyways, today what we're going to be talking about on the channel is Instagram social media traffic strategy. And I am seeing a lot of results. I'm seeing a lot of results that work. I'm talking about results that deliver ROI, if that makes any sense to you guys out there. Take some of this knowledge back to your Instagram, right? And do some minor improvements, some adjustments, right? That might zero in on the target to increase the funnel performance, okay? Because the goal is to get people from Instagram to my website, because Instagram is where a lot of people are, and where my website is where my product is, right? And my services and my solutions, right? And more of my content. So this all is going to work. This all works together. If you've been following along with the podcast, you've been watching the stuff on the YouTube channel, this is still kind of in that same area, content and content marketing, web traffic, and DIY sort of style of doing things. Let's get started here. So what is our goal? Our goal is to take users from Insta, right? And we want to bring them over to the Average Fellas podcast world, www.averagefellas.com, right? We're going to give everybody squares. This is the Insta world. The city of Insta. I'm just going to do these like this. Yeah. Here we go. There's the city of Insta over here. And then here we are. We've always been a circle. We've always been a circle over here at the Fellas, right? We are taking a target audience, okay, on Instagram. And our target audience is going to be, let's add another text box. Insta target audience is going to be, in this case, it's going to be coffee. Okay. So what we are doing now is we are trying to create content for this key term right here, coffee, okay? Users feeds, okay? Here we are, averagefellas.com, a lonely little website /podcast /studio /coffee seller. And here's all these anonymous Instagram users out here in the world, right? And they're all on their phones and they're all scrolling Instagram and they're all looking up hashtags, right? So here's where the hashtags kind of come in. And I'm going to put the hashtags right across here, because this is going to be the plane that we send the pipes that we send our content through, okay? And it's hashtag coffee. It's hashtag coffee daily, hashtag coffee lovers, hashtag coffee junkie. That's my favorite one, hashtag coffee junkie. Okay, that's the pipeline between us, okay? And I'm going to create these little guys as pieces of content. Okay, these are my pieces of content. This is Average Fellas content right here. This way. Oh yeah, here we go. Duplicate it. Okay. So you see, we're sending over the content, right? We're sending over different pieces of content. Now, this is important. You need to identify what content speaks to this audience over here, okay? This content can't just be anything. You can't just send over a picture of your shoes when you're trying to affect coffee, when you're trying to get people who love coffee back to your website, okay? There's a little bit of a romance involved here. This is need to romance your audience, okay? And what they're really saying is that you need to give them some valuable piece of content, something that they enjoy. You can't just serve up something, you can't just like expect them to enjoy your content. Some people will, some people just naturally love it, right? But when you have a targeted audience like coffee, and you need to increase the performance of what you are doing, right? Because you're marketing some coffee. This is a win-win for everybody. If I can sell coffee online, I get to win. I get to, live a happy life. They get to enjoy a great product, right? Nobody's getting fooled here. We're marketing to give the right customer, the right product, right? That's what we're trying to do here. So here we are back on the Instagram, right? We're sending over Instagram content through these. These are all little pieces right here, right? And it could be a video, it could be a picture, it could be words, it could be just text on a picture. You will determine, you will find out which piece of content works great. For me, it's fast and slow motion videos. It could be a slow-mo video of coffee splashing that I see really good responses from, or it could be a fast, real quick jump cut video where I see a lot of great responses from, right? And what I mean by great responses is that people are looking into the content. So not only are they, let's create a piece of content here. Let's go like this. We'll get one of these things right here. And this is the piece of content that we send them, right? And we'll say that there's a picture of coffee on here, right? And then it says like, you know, for the love of coffee, you know, something like that, right? That's pretty much, we'll just pretend that this is our little post here, right? And we sent this over to coffee, right? How do we send this over to coffee? Is when we start to include the hashtags into it, right? We start putting the hashtag coffee daily, right? We're sending these little pieces of content over to our target audience. Okay, we have the target audience over here, coffee. Don't forget that, okay? And we have the target audience right here, coffee. So we're sending over these little pieces. I'm gonna use a different piece. I'm gonna use a blue. Okay, so blue is going out. Blue is when we send out, okay? And these little pieces of content, I'll use a blue dot, end up in people's feeds, right? Different users end up with getting your little content. This is a terrible thing to do right here. Send out the content, right? It's now in people's feeds. Now it's up to them. Did they enjoy it? Did they read through the piece of content? Did they like the picture? Where are they going next, right? What are you including in the text below it? Underneath it, usually I leave a nice caption that might say, you know, like, hey, it's getting hot during the summertime. You need to chill off. Enjoy specialty craft roasted coffee shipped directly to your door, right? And then below that, a couple spaces, link in the bio. So they see the link in the bio. What happens when they get to your feed? They see your feed, right? They look at it. They look at this nice curation because you spent time and effort trying to understand how you can get Instagram to look better, right? You practice taking pictures and you've started doing a color scheme and you have a nice feed now curated. So what happens is they see, oh wow, so there's somebody here actually taking the time and effort to curate some beautiful pictures. Okay, so it's not only do you need to get them from their feed back to your profile, but from your profile they need to click on the link in the bio. Okay. So typically what happens is for every 100 users, I might get 10 users that go to the profile. And of those 10 users that go to the profile, one of those users might click on the website, okay? So in my world, I know that for me, it's 100 users equals 10 profile users, which then equals 1 website click. Okay, and then that's the return, and that's going to be red going this way. Okay, that's going out. Now, when we get users back to the website, that's a whole nother story. Okay, that's a whole nother story. What you want to do is you want to scale what we've created here, right? We've created an outbound marketing content, which is our For the Love of Coffee post, right? With a nice picture, with a nice text on it, with a simple caption and link in the bio, sort of with the directions and hashtags, right? We've sent it with hashtags to the market, to the Instagram market of hashtag coffee daily, hashtag coffee lovers, hashtag coffee junkie. The content spoke to the audience. The audience responds so well of it. 100 users look at it. 100 users. Oh my gosh, 100 interactions. Then we get 10 people out of those 100 users, those 100 user interactions, 10 people visit the profile. They see that the profile is beautiful, right? Of those 10 people that visit the profile, one person clicks on the website. That person shows up on the front door of your website, right? The homepage or the landing page, whatever you put there. And this starts the funnel all over again. Now they need to get from the top of the website to consideration or maybe an email list. You need to get them into your sphere of influence, into your little universe, right? So this is how we get users from Instagram back to the website, okay? Or get them back to the podcast, get them back to the coffee, get them back to the email list, get them back to the curriculum, right? This is the first stage of the funnel that we're talking about. This is awareness, all right? We need to get people aware of our brand. And Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, all these platforms are perfect for brand awareness, right? We can market people in these larger audience. We can serve them a piece of content that is what they love, that provides value to them, right? They can follow that back to our website. At our website, we need to scale this now. We need to scale the 100 users to 10,000, all right? So building the audience on Instagram, building the audience on YouTube, building the audience on Facebook, building the audience on all social media platforms, right? Because then you can re-engage those users daily. You can create a piece of content daily. Now, the thing is that you don't want to oversaturate the market. You don't want to just keep offering up some junk. You want to take time and craft a nice piece of content, effective content. You want to craft valuable content that is useful, that it brings enjoyment to the world, right? The last thing we need to do is be wasting people's time. I don't want to waste people's time. I don't want my time wasted. So I don't want to waste your time. So that's why I'm trying to create these valuable tutorials for you guys, right? So that way you guys can take these back to your whatever it is, right? So key focuses on this video: determine what content speaks to the audience the most effective way, okay? Now, the most effective way might not be the most views, right? It could be that they end up getting to the profile. One piece of content will perform differently, right? So for my podcast, I know that doing minute audio clips under a graphic produces one website click for every piece of content that I post, right? I need to scale that now. If that's one piece of content, if I make 5 of those every week, that means I can generate 5 website clicks. From the website clicks now, I need to be able to generate them down the funnel. Maybe they need to move from awareness to consideration, right? And then from consideration, they move to I forget what the last one is, purchase or acquire, something like that, right? Well, I can't remember exactly. I'm an average fella. I'm trying to make these videos for all of us that don't understand marketing terms. So scaling, scale. Create a funnel, create a piece of content that you can track, that you can identify, that works a particular way, and then scale that piece of content. Learn how you can increase the 1 website clicks to 2 website clicks to 3 website clicks. If I need 100 users here, let me try to get 500 users now. Maybe 500 users will turn into 5 website clicks. This is the sort of strategies that we have to start to implement, and we have to test, and we have to tweak, and we have to find what works best. Anyways, I hope that helped you guys out. Anyways, don't forget to drop by the website, www.averagefellas.com, for specialty crafters coffee and web solutions. Podcast on my